What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are headed to the junkyard and I am looking for some small bracketry for my brother's car. If you guys remember, we did the manual steering rack in my brother's wagon and we took out his worn out power steering unit since his car doesn't have power steering, and the bracketry was different. The power steering unit is a lot thicker than the manual rack. There's 2 EF in this junkyard. I'm hoping they don't have a power steering setup in it, and I hope the bracketry is still there. So I am on my way to the junkyard. I am going to meet Fred there as well too, and I am trying to score an EF hood for my red CRX because I want to keep my carbon hood when I sell the car. So we'll see you guys there. I'm looking at the rear view mirror and it just feels weird without my beanie. I didn't forget it. It's in the laundry. I forgot to dry it last night, and I need my beanie. Definitely some old inventory here. Same row. My brother needed an LS mesh the other day because he broke his, and there's one right there. 2. Wow. I'm mainly looking for the EF hatch, so that's my main focus, but I am gonna walk the aisles anyways. I don't know where Fred's at. He didn't reply back, but let's see what's good here. Eclipse. I remember having a Planets Eclipse. Any paintballers? Leave a comment down below. I want an E-Tech again. Okay, this is one of the 2 EF. This one's sedan. I can't use the hood off of this one, but I just wanted to see if it was here. Thinking about pulling these off, compared it to the wagon, and if PLM wanted to make some hinges for sedans, I might come back for that. So just maybe. These are the same one as the black ones I saw at the last Junkyard Venture, all the way up in the back over there. Silica, Honda Accords, Honda Accord. Now it sucks that we are not getting the older vehicles no more, like golden era cars, but we are starting to get a lot of the newer stuff, so it's great for like K's and H's and stuff. But it just kind of sucks because what if we needed a body panel, you know? And the market, everybody's just charging an arm and a leg. Honda Accord wagon, don't see that often. Golly, look at that. Sheesh. Forgot to check this sedan. This car is an LX. More than likely has power steering, and it's repainted too. Power steering. I want you guys to take a good look at my hair, and we'll talk about that when we get out of here. I don't even know like half of these cars. Like, what is this? I don't even know what this is. San Francisco Street Demons. What is this? Eclipse. Oh, this is the newer one. I can see my hair in the shadows. EG coupe. So far I have not seen the hatch, and there is 2 empty rows right there. Fred is just barely getting here. I'm already halfway down the yard, and again, I don't even know what these cars are. No badge. Need for Speed Underground. Green, forest green, tan interior. DB8. This is a GSR Integra. Motor's gone. Harness is still here, surprisingly. Almost uncut. B20b JDM block. It's got studs in it. And I am missing this, so that's good. Still has an oil VTEC line kit on here. Interesting. I saw this car come in too. I didn't even bother looking at it. Where was this when I was looking for a short block? Because it would have saved me a ton of work from pulling it out. So I kind of just glanced over the other rows real quick, and I do not see the hatch. Come on, Fred, about to be done with the whole yard. Look at these wheels. Ooh. Huh? It's in the laundry, Fred. I told you. No, my whole entire laundry. I didn't get to do it. Oh, the hatch is right here. That's why I didn't see it, because it doesn't even have a damn front end on it. But the sad part is the hood is freaking bent right there. You think it's salvage? No, I can't salvage it. Look at this giant dent right there. And that had been on there before, because that is completely rusted. But you know what? Let me see. Manual steering rack, no engine. The bracket is right there. That's exactly what I'm here for. Okay, I guess, you know, I guess. Man, I was hoping to get the hood though. Hey, you still have your stock hood? Man.
I would have loved it. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I would have. I'm looking for a hood for my CRX. Wait, no wonder I didn't recognize it, because I thought I was looking for a red. I thought I was looking for a red hatch. It's freaking gold. Oh wait, the sedan is red. Okay, I saw that. But again, I was looking for the hood, most importantly the bracket. So I'm just gonna grab the bracket. The hood is trash, and this is a standard model. This is a 4-speed brown interior. Very rare actually, the brown interior. You don't see it as often anymore, and sucks to see it in the yard, to be honest. Aluminum, so they need that for money. Yeah, so what they're doing right now is there's 2 rows over there, so they're pulling cars out to bring it back to grab a new car to fill up the other row. So I think if we just linger around a little bit, we'll be able to see some new cars. Maybe it's just one row. Like, I don't think anything.
Their sale is tomorrow.
Is it? What's sale?
Bumpers, fenders, hoods, doors.
Maybe we'll just wait to come back tomorrow. Maybe go to Newark.
I don't care.
Maybe. Tomorrow's Thursday though. No, tomorrow's what? Tomorrow's Thursday.
Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday. I gotta get smogged in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought you were gonna do that today.
Hey, I'm close to that.
Look at that. H22A4. I mean, it's mainly complete. Somebody just took off the valve cover, and the cam holders are right there. I don't want to mess with H22s anymore. But let's go ahead and take off those brackets right there, because I need that before I continue walking. Okay, so the only difference that I'm seeing between this rack and my brother's rack is because the other one uses a much bigger bracket and bushing, I'm wondering if the seat is the same for this one. And because I don't have a new bushing, I'm probably just gonna take this one as well. This bushing is slit, so you can just kind of slide it on out of there. This is exactly what I need. I do notice that this is a lot smaller, so I hope this is going to help the rack. I just hope that the rack itself with the bushing is going to sit perfectly into the groove, because like I said, it's a much bigger rack, so got what I need. So me and Fred was talking. Us EF owners, we know that these cowl are hard to find in clean condition, and I'm like contemplating on grabbing this. Hey, look, the molding is here. I just didn't see it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but somebody tore it, like tore it. But anyways, this is just hard to find in general. The 2 that I have at the house, one is broken on this side, and the other cowl is broken on the opposite side. And then the 3rd one that I have is actually, like, I think it's on the other side, is cracked right here in the middle. So for my red CRX, because I don't want to send it off looking as ugly as it is, I think I'm just gonna pull this off and take this with me. So I don't know, give you something to do, Fred?
Yeah.
Okay, so Fred's gonna pop this off and I'm gonna go walk that last 4 rows real quick. Accord, Corolla, Accord. What is this? Honda Fit? I'm not fit. Corolla, Mazda, Civic. I don't know what this is. You see what I mean? Ugh. I just thought of something funny. Yeah, anyways, there's another Prelude right here. Z3 fenders. Motor's gone. Okay. Accord. Nissan. What is this? Nissan. Camry. Lexo. Man, Forester. A bunch of Civics, Legends, Accord, newer Civic, Accord. That's just all it really is. Accord, Civic, Camry wagon. Check that out. This yard is super dry. Well, not dry, just cars that I'm not looking for. That sucks. I've been gone for like 2 minutes, Fred. You're not done yet?
No.
Oh man. I mean, my brother has brown interior in his car, and I'm used to seeing that. I had a brown RT as well too, so I had brown interior in my other car. But when you see it in a hatch, it's different. It's like you don't see it often. Got the pleather seats, and the dash, it just looks really good. The dash is really clean, and it sucks to see this car in the junkyard and after the fact probably crushed. But if I had a hatch, I mean, I wouldn't pull the brown interior because brown kind of just goes with a certain color, you know what I mean? But if I had a hatch that needed brown interior, or if the color was suitable, like white, I'd so pull this interior. Okay. There you go. See, Frank got the right tools. You see that? Explain what that is, because I don't know what it is.
It's one of those damn tab removers.
Trim tab,
yeah.
Plastic panel pieces, you guys leave a comment down below. I don't know the correct terminology because I've never owned one of those.
Do you want these?
I mean, they're kind of booty, so
yeah. Track.
Basura. I have one of those assorbents. Yeah, so I just use that because, you know, at the end of the day,
trim panel remover.
Trim panel remover. It's Fred correct, guys? Leave a comment down below. Look, this is a distributor bolt. I would take it, but it's already stripped, so throw you inside the car. I wonder if a hatch windshield is the same as the CRX. I doubt it, because I came here the other day to pull the CRX. Well, not here. I remember that one in the Newark yard. Yeah. I wanted to pull the glass out, and then you sent me a picture. It was chop topped. Somebody took the whole entire roof. But I need a new windshield for the KRX. And the wagon actually broke that too. See, this one's kind of broken on the inside. This one's completely missing the tab, because that's what holds it down. There's a few of them still here. This one is...
These are hard to come by.
What are these?
That's where the screws go.
Oh, yeah. Hush Performance makes the... I don't know if he makes replacement to buy. I know he sells them with his kit. But I'm pretty sure there's people in the market 3D printing these right here. Because as soon as you try to take this off, it's going to break. This one, you can probably put a little bigger washer to keep it compressed down. But this is better than mine already visually, because it has these ends in the rubber, because mine doesn't. So hopefully they don't charge me an arm and a leg for this today. So yeah, we're just getting ready to get out of here. I'm taking the cowl, and I found inside the car the battery tie down. This is hard to find, discontinued as well, I believe, and I was struggling to find one for La Pond, so I had to rob it out of my other car. So I'm grabbing another one for my car. So we are back home, and this is new to me. So for the cowl, I paid 14 bucks, and then I had a fresh certificate which was $20, and then the remaining of the certificate is $5.98. Usually that's like lost cause. If you don't use all of the certificate, you don't get the back credit. So this is the first for me. The chick that worked at the counter, she was like, oh yeah, so this becomes credit. So she printed out this little receipt that they never done before and gave me credit right there for almost $6. So that's cool. That's cool to know that we can get credit for the credits we don't spend. But we have a cowl for the next EF build, or even for my current car. I don't remember the condition. Actually, I can go check it right now. So let me show you guys this car, or actually, if this one's bad. This one, okay, this one's good. Okay, this one has the rubbers on it. The red car doesn't even have, like, this is all deteriorated. It's gone. And the other side, let me see. Go gadget. It looks like it's deteriorated too. So rubber's gone, and then you can see it's cracked in the middle there. I don't remember if it was this one that has a cracked underneath the hood. My spare one right here, broken on the end, completely broken on this end. Okay, so that's almost no good, unless that's a car I'm trying to get rid of that doesn't have one. I'll just toss it on there. But this is the one from the giveaway car, which I still need to clean and put on. Still has the rubber on it. This is the overspray from when the car got resprayed. Doesn't look broken, so I guess this one is good as well too. Not shabby. 15 bucks, and we have a very, very clean cowl. I feel like I didn't record too much in the yard, only because it was like old stock and there wasn't anything really anything to look at. So what I think I'm going to do right now is I am going to I think I'm going to take the cylinder head off of this K20 motor, just so it'd be easier to take the short block off the engine stand, because there is no crank in it. It's sitting right here. And then I'm going to take the LS motor, which is the one that we're going to be rebuilding here soon. I'm going to take the cylinder head off of this so we can get the short block on that engine stand and tear it down, get it prepped for the engine assembly. I think that's what I'm going to do. I have the K20 head off the short block, right? I sprayed a lot of degreaser in here, and then I used brake clean to kind of drain it out standing up, just so it's not like dripping everywhere. I have a bag right here that I'm going to put this cylinder head in so I can take it to the machine shop. I just got to pull off this sensor right there, stick it in the bag. So this short block right here, the only thing left on it is the oil pressure sensor. I'll pull that off. This little bracket right there, but nothing else is really attached to it. And the piston and rods, they're just kind of free floating in there. So I'm going to pull them out as well, because I want to get this block ready for when the fun and the time is available. I'm going to send this block out to get bored over. Doing piston and rod for this block when time comes, because this engine is for the new car, and I'm definitely looking for some power on the new car. So piston and rod is what this motor is going to get. The cylinder head, I'm probably going to do springs and retainer as well too, but leave everything else stock there. Front of engine, this would be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Not shabby. So guys, I have the LS short block almost completely torn down. I say that because the crank is still in here, and I want to leave it in here since it is at height right now. I want to show you guys the crank. I'm not entirely sure if what I'm seeing is normal or it's somewhat oil starvation, but the bearings on the main and the rods, I'll show you guys the rods in just a second. The bearing to the cap side has this weird discoloration right here, but the other end looks okay. Now there is some scoring on here, you can see it right there, right? But it doesn't show the sign of like a spun bearing. Obviously the crank still spins pretty freely. There was no bindage with the pistons whatsoever, so I'm not entirely sure if this is a okay. This is still not a spun bearing. This is like gunk that got caught up inside the bearing and the journal itself. So like, I'm not entirely sure if this crank is still good to use. The journal doesn't have any like scoring where the fingernails can touch it. I'm not sure if I can get away with like an actual machine shop micro polish, because you guys know I always polish the crank myself, but this one is a little concerning. I'm definitely gonna ask around before I proceed with using this crank or not. Worst case scenario, I do have a LS crank sitting in the back over there from my CSS short block, and I don't know, these bearings and journals look identical on all of them. And look at the rod journals, they don't look that bad. It just has lines that I'm not used to seeing. And then the rods itself, I don't know if you guys can see this, it doesn't look spun. This is the only thing about the GoPro, you can't really focus it. So if you look, it's not like a spun bearing scenario. It just has a lot of like, I don't know, it just seems like dirt caught up in the journals and caused it to, you know, do these linings on the bearings. Like I said, I'm gonna ask around, get some opinions, and figure out I guess what this engine went through. You can see all the oil gunked up on here. Whoever had this engine didn't take care of it, but I mean, for the most part, I'm really shooting for the short block. I have a spare crank, like I said, and we're doing new piston rod setup, so I'm not really too worried about it. I already have the crank mains inside the chem dip, and the journal itself looks really clean. You can't see it now, but it's really clean, so I'm not worried about the caps at all. I'm just gonna let that soak, and these next couple of days I'm gonna keep switching a lot of the parts and just cleaning in this chem dip right here. I need to buy another gallon of that, but for the most part, I really just wanted to tear this junkyard engine down to the bare just so I can start cleaning on these days to come, because I do want to assemble the short block. But now, after tearing it apart, I need some professional opinion on the crank, whether I should send it in or just use my other one. So I'm gonna go ahead and just finish taking this crank out of the block. I just gotta take off these end cap, and then this should just pop on out. Comparing the opposite end of the main bearings does not look bad at all. Like, this looks normal. So I'm not entirely sure why the opposite end was pretty scored up. Guys, so I got everything all cleaned up, put away, kind of organized, and ready for some cleaning these next couple of days. So the thrust bearings, I was just looking at it, they look pretty clean. I mean, I don't know what I'm really feeling on here. I think it's just the dirt picking up from the table with the oil still on here, but pretty clean, not spun whatsoever, so that's definitely good news. Engine is right side up. I did kind of just wipe down as much as I could so it doesn't drip when it's in the garage. Man, I gotta clean this driveway again. It's really starting to piss me off again. But engine is completely torn down. Now, I was talking to my brothers today, and we got some game plans of what we're gonna be doing to his wagon these next couple of days, so I might have to push this a little further out. But I'm gonna be working on his brown car, and then we're gonna be bringing his blue wagon onto the driveway and do some things with that. You guys gonna have to stick around and see it. But the engine itself it's ready to rock and roll as soon as we finish cleaning everything. Golly, look at my hair though. So I was walking around the junkyard, and I told you guys to pay attention to my hair. All my Medusa vibes today, because I didn't have my beanie because it was in the laundry. And normally I wear beanies to really keep my hair slicked back. I've wore beanie for over 15 plus years, and I'm just so used to having it, whether it's cold, hot, doesn't matter what it is. If I'm sweating, it's probably not because of the beanie, it's probably just because it's hot. But I feel super naked without my beanie, so that's that's what my beanie ordeal is. I definitely do need to buy new Bone Thug ones because that one's getting kind of dirty. So I need to get one for outing and just keep my current one for wrenching here in the garage, especially because I roll over the floor a lot and the beanie comes off and picks up all the dirt on the floor. I hope you guys enjoyed today's junkyard run. It wasn't much. I just needed a bracket for my brother's car. I was able to achieve that. I was hoping to get the hood, but the hood was pretty beat up, so I didn't grab that. The rest of the yard just had old inventory, so me and Fred just got on out of there. And like I said, if you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a thumbs up. If you guys want to stick around for some work on my brother's car and his other car, and if you guys want to stick around to see this engine get built, be sure to hit the subscribe button. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.